Daily Planet. I'm Karina Huber.
And I'm Jay Ingram. We have a lot of big science stories on today's show. We're going to get to all of them in just a little while, but sometimes some of the most intriguing scientific experiments take place in the basements of the nation.
Like the one we're celebrating today, one we found in progress in Mississauga.
It's after midnight, and Andrew McClellan is building in his basement. After months of careful calculations, he's taking these small construction toy pieces and turning them into something massive.
I started building small model bridges and kept growing bigger and bigger and bigger until I said, why don't I do the ultimate challenge and see if I can build one over my pool that can support my weight.
$2,000 and 40,000 pieces later, he's in the final stages of building a bridge he hopes can support his 150 pounds.
Well, the dangers are, one, it collapses and I fall into the pool such a way that my head hits off the side of the concrete and I break my neck and I die. Another is that it breaks in such a way that these plastic rods actually snap in such a way that they're very sharp and come flying at me at extremely high velocities and stab me in areas such as my eye that could... This is kind of a gory topic, but...
This budding engineer wants to build the bridges of the future, so he's starting right in his parents' backyard.
If I used wood, it just would have been too easy and I wouldn't have learned as much. Because I'm using little tiny pieces, I have to know more about the stresses involved in this bridge, and I have to understand exactly how to design girders to withstand those stresses.
Lesson 1 for Andrew is the power of the triangle.
I started reading books on structural engineering and learned about the triangle and its strengths, and then I kind of made the connection that, hey, Connex works in triangles.
But he has to know where to put those triangles so the bridge doesn't collapse.
So this is actually the most special girder on the entire bridge because it undergoes what structural engineers call reverse stresses, which is at one point it's being pulled and another point it's being compressed or squished. To prevent that, I put these red pieces in here to withstand the compression forces acting on this girder. And over here, this is a tension girder, which means it is only being pulled. The difference is it doesn't have these red pieces in between here to resist any compression forces that may cause these two pieces to either buckle in like this or buckle out like that. This is what's called the bridge deck. It's the part that I actually walk across on. And how it works is my load is transferred onto this truss, which then transfers my load across to two beams, which span the distance of the pool.
It's finally ready to go. Now he just needs to get it outside.
Hey, Jeff! Do you think you could help me move the bridge outside?
Yeah, sure, man.
All right, so just grab it by the foundations there.
Piece by piece, they lug out the bridge.
All right, okay, just on the wood, so a little bit forward. Okay, on the count of 3, we'll rotate and place down. 1, 2, 3.
It's assembled carefully next to the pool. They work through the night, checking that each piece of Connex is firmly in place.
So right now, the bridge is being supported by these 3 supports, but as soon as I lift these foundations onto this plank of wood, the bridge will be completely supporting itself. 1, 2, 3, lift.
Yeah.
All right.
A plexiglass sheet goes on the bottom to make sure his feet don't slip through the cracks. When it's all done, he gets Dad and a friend to help lift the bridge over the pool.
Okay, lift on 1, 2, 3.
A quick check with the laser level, and there's nothing left to do but see if he will sink or swim.
Okay, here we go.
Now, after all that work, he's going to destroy it.
Nicely
Oh, it feels amazing. I'm thinking I'm gonna load the bridge until it breaks just to get a final maximum loading value so I can maybe, have bragging rights.
But before that, he's going to make it worth all of his time in the basement.
Well, now that I've walked across it, I'm ready to have a bridge party.